All right, here we go. X-intercepts. What am I doing? I'm plugging in 0 for y. So 5x squared plus 36x plus 7 doesn't equal y anymore. It equals 0. Let's solve by factoring. Okay, I know that this times this will equal this, so that's going to be 5x and x. And I know that this times this will equal this, so that's going to be 7 and 1. I notice everything's positive here, so I'm going to go ahead and throw some positive signs in there. And now I'm going to put a 7 and a 1, and it's either 1, 7 or 7, 1. It's one or the other. So let's just try, I'll try 7, 1, right? And when I check, that's 5x times 1, that's 5x plus 7x. Oh, that equals 12x. Oh, nope, I need it to equal 36x. Let's try switching them. Let's try 1, 7. That's 5x times 7. That's 35x plus 1x. Hey, perfect. That's 36x, and we are ready to continue on to the next step. Number times number equals 0. So either this number equals 0 or this number equals 0. All right, let's start with the easier one. And then I'm going to go over here and notice this is a two-step equation. 0 minus 1 is negative 1, but I still need to divide by 5. Okay, this is a great opportunity to just plug this into your calculator. Make sure you put it in correctly. Negative 1 divided by 5 is negative 0.2. Okay, and let's put the left one on the left. This is just like an easy way to make your life easier. The left one is actually negative 7, right? Like on a number line. This is really close to 0, and this is 7 units away from 0. So this one's actually on the left, negative 7, 0. And this one, negative 0.2, is on the right. And of course my y values are 0 because I plugged in 0 for y. Let's find the y-intercept. I am plugging in 0 for x. I have 5x squared plus 36 times x plus 7. When I plug in zeros, that becomes 0, that becomes 0, and I am just adding 7. So my y-intercept is 0, 7. Let's find the axis of symmetry. Listen, remember there was a decimal here? There's going to be a decimal here, okay? And then there's going to be, we're going to have to do math of the decimal here. We are unconcerned. We are just putting that junk in our calculator, okay? Not a big deal. So here is my formula, negative b over 2a. Let's come over here and let's figure out what our values are. So remember, a is always the number multiplied by x squared. In this case, my a is 5. Okay, b is my number multiplied by x. In this case, it's 36. And c is the number that's not multiplied by any x, and that number is 7. It's these two numbers that I need. I'm going to copy them over here. My a value is 5, and my b value is 36. Let's do it. Okay, negative b. So negative b over, right? So I put in the negative sign, and I put the b over 2 times a. Okay, so I end up with negative 36 over 10, which is negative 3.6. So my axis of symmetry is at x equals negative 3.6. So am I concerned? No. Is this annoying? Absolutely. It's going to be, okay, because it's at a decimal, so I'm going to have to graph the decimal, but more annoyingly, I'm going to have to plug it in right here. So I'm just going to have to be careful on my calculator. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to copy my equation first. So it's 5 times x squared plus 36x plus 7. Now remember, what I know is that my parabola, the axis of symmetry, is down the middle, and my vertex is on the axis of symmetry. So I already know that this x value is going to be negative 3.6. And now all I need to do is plug that x value in and find the y value. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a decimal. Okay, it's okay. We're going to use our calculator all the way through and just work carefully, and it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, the biggest mistake that you might make here is you might do 5 times, look, this would be wrong, 5 times negative 3.6, and then square it. That would be wrong, okay? The reason it's wrong is because this is multiplying and exponent. Order of operations, we do exponent first, okay? So first thing you're going to do is negative 3.6. Now look, it's negative 3.6 squared, so it's negative 3.6 times negative 3.6, okay? This is the number. Now listen, again, here's something you could do wrong. If you put in your calculator negative 3.6 squared, it gives you a negative number. But here's the thing, it's not negative. Because it's negative times negative, it's positive. Okay, what your calculator is doing right here is it's squaring 3.6 and then it's tacking the negative on the front. If you want to enter it in like that, you can, but you have to enter in, sorry, there's a glare, negative 3.6 like this in parentheses, then squared. That's totally fine. Okay, but remember what I have here is negative 3.6 squared, and then it's multiplied by 5. Okay, you could do it like this. You could also enter the whole thing in like this. Okay, this is fine too. Be aware, this is never going to be a negative number. So if you get a negative number, it's wrong, okay? Because if I square a number, it's always positive, okay? So this term right here, this term right here, I did 5 times negative 3.6 squared is 64.8. Okay, next term, I'm doing 36 times negative 3.6. That's negative 129.6. Again, this is annoying, but not hard. We're just entering it in carefully. And I'm going to plug all of this in my calculator. 64.8 minus 129.6 plus 7. And I get that y equals, look, I plugged in negative 3.6 for x, and I got that y equals negative 57.8. So this is negative 57.8. Okay, so I have all my information. Some of it is decimals. Don't really care. I'm going to go ahead and plot everything. Okay, so my biggest number is negative 57.8. So like that's this number down here, right? So this is negative 57. It's like a big old number. Okay, that's okay. Ready? Let's look. My x-intercepts, negative 7 and negative 0.2. This number is really close to 0. Like that's a really small number, very close to 0. Okay, so that's like right here. Okay, and then negative 7, 0 is going to be maybe like right here or so. My y-intercept is 0, 7. So that's like right around here. My axis of symmetry is at negative 3.6. And here's the thing, right? Like, look, this is 7. Okay, so like negative 3.6. And remember, it's supposed to be right down the middle of the x-intercepts. Negative 3.6 is right here. Okay, so up here, my x-intercepts, 1 and 2. Here's my y-intercept, number 3. I drew my dashed line. My vertex, okay, my vertex is here, negative 3.6, negative 57.8. Oh boy, here we go, negative 3.6. I'm going all the way down here, okay, and this actually makes sense. This parabola is going to be really narrow. Okay, this is the vertex. And the reason it's so narrow is when I multiply x squared by a number here, it makes my parabola narrower. So like if I multiply it by 2, it gets a little narrower. 5 is a pretty big number, and so this is going to be like a really skinny parabola. Okay, and just before I graph it, I'm going to take this, look, here's my axis of symmetry. I'm going to kind of imagine this reflecting over. It's going to land like maybe right about here. And then I'm going to sketch my parabola as best as I can. It's going to hit the vertex, nice clean curve shape, and back up. And notice, like I didn't get this quite right, but here we go. And it comes, right, it's going to go over to the other side of my y-axis, right? It passes through my y-intercept, and it keeps on going. All right, so there it is.